Are you at all a member or representative of the Joint Landowners Coalition?
No, I am now the president of the Landowner Advocates of New York.
Landowner Advocates of New York. Okay.
Yes.
How long has that organization been around?
About 2.5 years now.
Okay. All right. And is it specifically related to natural gas extraction, or does it have a larger purview?
It has the largest purview, but natural gas extraction is right up there in the top three. We're interested in mining, surface rights, farming, logging. I don't know if you're aware of it, but the town of Shenango a few years back wanted to put a tax on any truck. They had to pay a permit fee with more than 3 axles. Well, that would have killed logging in the town of Shenango.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're keeping an eye on things like that.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's get to the topic at hand. What's your initial reaction to Governor Cuomo's announcement of wanting to put into law the ban on fracking?
I don't understand why the governor would want to make this a law. He has a moratorium in place. He said he's going to do this based on the science. And what science has he got to make this a law? Since 2014, when the announcement was made to ban natural gas drilling through a moratorium, there has not been one article in any news source that I know of in New York State about anything going on in Pennsylvania. And as a matter of fact, the only article I saw about what was going on in Pennsylvania was the fact that the Food and Water Watch, a branch of Mark Ruffalo's outfit, was at trial in Montrose County where they admitted they lied about the brown water jug. They admitted they lied, and it's all court documents. They admitted that the brown water jug was a lie, and they admitted the movies where they were dumping frack fluid in farm fields was a lie by Bill Houston Productions. That was all admitted in court, and it's on court record. So basically, I would ask the governor, why are you putting a ban in place when there's no need for a ban, and our future energy, the need for our future energy might require us to revisit natural gas drilling, because last year alone, 18 billion cubic feet were farmed in Pennsylvania, and that's enough to heat like I believe it's 121,000 homes and provide natural gas for them. Is wind and solar, we're starting off the year with $6.1 billion in the hole. Last year alone, Pennsylvania got $227 million just in impact fees. That's not taxes on royalties, that's not application fees, that's just an impact fees. So the governor is not only going into our wallets to pay for a clean energy program that we do not need, because we have natural gas, which is already cleaning the environment, it's cleaning our waterways, it's cleaning our oxygen, and you cannot do away with climate change by going into our wallets and taxing us to pay for subsidies for clean energy. It's just wrong.
Are you particularly concerned in this regard that, you know, the existing rule is one that if either Cuomo changed his mind or if someone else was elected governor, they could just in the same sort of executive action, you know, switch it. Whereas in this instance, if it passes, then it would take legislation to undo it, and the likelihood, for example, that the democratically controlled assembly would ever go along with undoing it is probably zero.
It's very concerning that the governor would sign this into law, and then it would take a vote from the legislation to overturn that law in the future with a new governor per se. That's like succeeding. You're not going to get a legislation to agree on succession 2 years in a row. But that's what it takes to succeed from downstate, upstate. The problem with what the governor's doing by making this a law is exactly that. It'll take the assembly to reverse the law. And that could be very harmful to the people in upstate New York. It could be very costly as far as getting energy. It's a big mistake. Continue with your moratorium. He said it was based on science. On what science is Governor Cuomo basing making it illegal to drill gas in New York? I mean, he said up to 300,000 gallons you can frack, but after that you can't. What's the difference between 300,000 gallons and 8 million gallons? There is none. They all go through a pipe underneath the water aquifer into the ground. There is no difference. If you're going to have an accident, 300,000 gallons of chemicals into an aquifer are not going to be any different than 8 million gallons. The science that he's basing this on is just so wrong.
Yeah. What sort of benefits could fracking bring to our area, in your opinion?
Well, last year in Pennsylvania, just in Susquehanna and Franklin County, they collected $227 million in impact fees. The school taxes have gone down. The people there now have natural gas where before they had to heat with oil and kerosene and coal, and they've done away with that. They got the Leatherstock and pipeline from Arabido. That's going in all over Halstead and Susquehanna County, and it's a lot cheaper. I'm paying $5.19 for a gallon of propane to heat my home, and they're paying I think it's $1.84 to heat their home with natural gas per 1,000 cubic feet. So the benefits to the people that live in upstate and down in the city is tremendous. You can't store solar energy. And if you do store it, it's with a lithium battery, which is very pollutant. First, they got children mining it in Africa, the lithium and the ion and the cobalt. The cobalt's the big one. And it's just not clean. I mean, I could do a 2-hour segment on this, and I don't think you could get it all on there. And Jim, I know you're not going to get all this on the TV, but it's important for people to know that Governor Cuomo is shutting a door. He's shutting a door that we're going to have to open in the future. And if we have to open it based on people that have no knowledge of the industry, then we're going to be in for a long, hard battle in the future to get the energy we need.